Hello YouTube, hello YouTube, welcome back to yet another video. Hello. I'm here to chat. What did you think? Actually, what did you think we were gonna do here today? I feel like a lot of the time, like all of us have this kind of image in our head of what we want our lives to look like and who we just want to be. Who do you want to be? Literally, who do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like? And we have that image in our minds, but I feel like a lot of the time it just kind of stays in the back of our minds. Like it stays just way back there, and in the front of our minds we're focusing on like all the reasons we like just aren't enough in some way, or we're focused on like doubts and worries, and that image of who we want to be and what we want our lives to look like it just kind of stays in the back of our minds. You like when we're not really doing the things that we want to do, we can feel it. Like we just feel it, like our life just feels off. We don't feel aligned, and it makes us feel down. It makes us just it puts us in a bad headspace. I feel like the other day someone said to me, my life just feels so scrambled right now. And I felt that, like sometimes I felt like that was like the perfect way to explain it. Like sometimes our lives just feel so scrambled, and I feel like it's because we're not doing the things that we want to do. We have this image in the back of our minds of what we want our lives to look like and who we want to be, and when we're looking at our lives in the present, it's like my life looks nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so like you're not aligned. I feel like I'm a person who's like, and I feel like probably a lot of us, I kind of am always like on go mode. Like I'm just on go mode whenever I don't really relax much, like just relax girl, but I feel like I'm always on go mode. And like once I finish doing something, I'm like, okay, what's next? Like, what do I do next? I need to do something next. Once I finish, like if I finish reading a book, I'm like, okay, I need to read another book. What's next? I can't like just be still, like just relax. Like I feel like I always need to be doing something. Like, and not enough do I really just sit and think. And that's something that I want to do more, and I've been trying to do more. Like I've been spending more time like just going on silent rides, like not putting any music on and really just thinking. I feel like it helps a lot, just like really assess your thoughts and not feel like you're so overwhelmed. I feel like I've been less overwhelmed because of that, because I've been spending more time just like to be like, okay, I need to just sit and think. And that's something that I really want to like get into the habit of and do every day, is at least take like 10 minutes a day. At least 10 minutes, that's all. Like just sit and just think. Like just sit and just relax and breathe and think. And I want to spend more time thinking about who I want to be. I don't want that to be something that stays in the back of my mind. I want to bring it forward. I want it to be my main focus. Who do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like? I just kind of sat for a little bit and just really thought about that, because I felt like I wasn't doing the things I really quite want to do. So I really thought like, all right, what is it that I want to do? Who is it that I want to be? And I really just sat for like 15 minutes just thinking about that. And something about just taking the time to really just focus on that, thinking about that, it feels so good. Like it excites me. I'm like, yes, like it's so exciting thinking about who you want to be, because you kind of start to think of all the ways you can become that person. I feel like the more you think of your ideal self, the more you kind of slowly become that person and move around your life to become that person. The more you think of your ideal self, you begin to realize what really isn't aligning, what doesn't align with that ideal self. You know what I'm saying? And you start to just move things around and figure out, okay, this isn't working. This doesn't fit into my ideal life, my ideal self. So I'm gonna get rid of this habit, get rid of this thing, this person, this, you know what I'm saying? It can be anything. A lot of the time, to be honest, we think of our ideal self. Who do you want to be? And it really isn't that far from our current selves as we think it is. Like, the more I think about it, I see how I can be that person, and it excites me. I just get so excited because I realize that I can be that. I can do that. I hate how, like, I don't like how people sometimes think like, I want to be this, or I want to be that, or I want to do this, or I want to do that, but they think like, I can't. I just can't. I want to do this. I want to do that, but I can't do it for some reason. I hate when people think that way, and I don't want to think that way either. So the more I spend thinking about who I want to be, the more I see that I can be that person, you know? I got a new job, y'all. I don't know. I'll probably post multiple videos about this, but I got a new job. And for me in my life, I feel like the job that I had, it was very inconsistent. And that's something that I didn't like about it, because I wanted to create a routine. And that inconsistently, where like every week was different, it like threw routine completely out the window. Like, I could have no routine, and it really made things difficult. Like, so when I thought about who I want to be, it was hard to be that, because I couldn't, like, there was no routine, there was no like order, because every single week was so different from the last. Like, I couldn't really create a plan. And so that was just frustrating me. And I just decided I don't want to do this anymore. I want something new. I want something different. I want to create a routine. I want something consistent where I can assess my life and just organize my life. I want organization. I crave organization. So I decided to leave that job, and it's interesting because I am kind of putting myself in a position where I'm gonna work a lot more to make a lot less. But to be honest, it's what I wanted. Like, I just wanted consistency. I wanted to create a routine, and like, so that's kind of like a sacrifice I had to make, is like, I'm gonna work more and probably make less. But doing that and quitting my job, sorry y'all, my camera ran out of storage. Luckily, I got backup. Okay, so I was saying, although I like put myself in a position to like, you know, kind of work more and make less, it felt so good to do that, because I know that I am literally doing it for me. There's nobody, I'm not doing it for anybody else. I am doing this for me, because doing that is bringing me closer to becoming my ideal self. And that is so, it feels so powerful to do that for yourself. I feel like my whole life I've kind of been scared to like take risks, because I need like order. I need everything to be nice and neat and organized. Like, I need order. And so I've been scared to take risks. I quit my job. I put my 2 weeks in, and I had nothing backed up. And I just put all my faith in the Lord, to be honest. And he came through. He really came through. He gave me a job like right away. And I'm so blessed and thankful for that. But like, it was so scary doing that, but also felt so good. And I feel so powerful just doing something for me, just really like taking risks and being like, I don't like the way that this is in my life, so I'm gonna change that. I love that. That is amazing. And you should always, like, if you don't like something in your life, you don't like something about your life, it doesn't align with who you want to be and what your life to look like, get rid of that thing, girl. Get rid of that thing. Literally, if there's a habit you have that you're like, this isn't like I drink too much alcohol. I wake up too late. I sleep too long. I eat too much junk food. Like, it could be anything. If anything is making you feel bad, if you're like, this isn't who I want to be and what my life to look like, change that. Like, the more you think about who you want and what you want your life to look like, you will become that person. And I love thinking about who I want to be, because just thinking about being that person makes me excited. It makes me happy. And like, I realize how easy it might not always be easy to become that person, but you can see like how it's not so far out of reach. It's like, when I think about my ideal self, I don't picture myself it doesn't look like so different from my current life. It's just, I need to create better habits and do certain things. And like, for example, for me, when I think of my ideal self, it's like, I want to be a creator, and I am a creator, but the thing is, I am so inconsistent, so insanely inconsistent. And I want to create consistently. That is the main thing in my brain. When I think of my ideal self, my ideal life, I want to create consistency. That is the biggest thing for me right now. I want to create consistently. I wrote this in my journal like 5 times. I want to, because like, for so long I've started posting, kind of get into a groove sometimes, and then I just completely fall off for like months, and I'm tired of doing that. I really wanted to get into a flow and stay there. There's other things that I want, like I want to create consistently. I want to be active again. I fell off from the gym, and that's okay. That's literally okay. You can't be perfect. We're humans. We fall off of things sometimes. Sometimes we fall off of routines, but I would like to be active again, and just work my body and take care of my body. And so like, these things are things I can do. I can do these things, but I just need to focus on those things that I want and not focus on the things that I don't want, because the more I focus on the things that I don't want, the more those things are going to be my reality. That was fire, okay? Kind of ate with that, low-key. I think a lot of the time we know what we need to do, but we kind of just don't do it. And maybe it's because we kind of doubt ourselves. But if you know what you want and you know the things that you need to change in your life, girl, do it for you. Do it for you, and don't be afraid. And you know that you're doing it for you, so don't feel bad. Don't feel, silly. I kind of felt silly for leaving my job, because I make solid money there, to be honest with you. I felt silly, but at the same time, I was trying to convince myself out of it, because I'm like, no, I did this for me. Like, I did this because I felt like it's what was best for me. And if you're doing something that you feel is best for you, don't feel silly. Literally, do not feel silly. You can be who you want to be. Just be it. Stop thinking that you can't be who you want to be. Stop thinking that your life can't look how you want it to look because of A, B, C, whatever. Like, there's always something that I feel like we kind of tell ourselves we can't, but no more. We can be who we want to be, and you got this. You got this. Be that person. I feel like I repeated myself like a million times in this video, but be that person.